time for a bit of a rumor. So today we got news about NIO sub-brands, and I'm going to show you some pictures of what might actually be the sub-brands out there in testing. You will give me your comments down below whether or not you think these pictures are authentic. And now let's first have a look at the news today, which is that the sub-brand which is being developed under the codename Alps will have actually a single motor. So this is the essence of this article here by CNEV Post. The Alps brand, which will be in the price segment between 200 and 300k, and therefore going to compete directly with Tesla, will not only introduce the next generation technology platform NT 3.0, I spoke about this in another video, but also will run on 800 volt technology. I uncovered patterns on this channel before how battery swapping will actually become more modular and work between 400 volts and 800 volts. It's also said that the battery will be actually thinner, so that is leaving some improvement also for the vehicle body design, which is great to see. Maybe the batteries will be around 60 kilowatt hours and 90 kilowatt hours according to this article. And the single motor of course means that this will be a clear differentiation between NIO as the more premium to luxury brand, which has the best experience in terms of driving capabilities and so on, and also the best performance. The single motor, of course, is some sort of a cost reduction there and giving NIO more flexibility there in order to differentiate the brands. In addition to the news about Alps, we also have the news about the Firefly sub-brand project, which some have rumored is on hold. I actually also know about the fact that there have been various budget cuts in NIO or budgets on hold, and so it's not a surprise that they may actually put on hold to develop an entire new sub-brand there. All of that is costing money. However, this will emphasize NIO's progress into the sub 200,000 price segment. So that will be a direct competitor to BYD and maybe even Wuling Mini, who knows. And interestingly, this low-cost brand will actually be targeted at the European market first. So that's interesting to see. And now let's have a look at what the vehicles might actually be looking like. So this is the first picture that I've seen floating around on the Chinterweb, and supposedly that might show the Alps brand out there as an Alkoenig testing. So with the camouflage on, not much to see. Looking a little bit different from the headlights here. So I'm not seeing a huge overlap here with the NIO brand as so much. The car looks quite small, actually, quite compact. Also the back here, although we can't see a lot of it, looking rather compact to me. And then there is clearly no LiDAR and none of these cameras on top, so not the watchtower design here, if that is even a NIO developed car there, and if that's even showing the Alps brand, or maybe that's even Firefly, who knows, because this is looking more like a small compact car. We can't really say from this image if this is a more expensive looking car or not. It doesn't look entirely cheap to me, so I'm not sure if this could go under 200k, or this might actually really show the Alps more between 200 and 300k. You tell me in the comments what's your impressions. Now the second pick that I have for you guys is that one, different spot here, obviously in a desert, not in a city environment, showing a different kind of a car. Definitely a sedan, more sporty looking, much longer looking, actually a little bit like the ET7 really. But if you're looking a bit closer here, we can just see a little bit of a LiDAR on top here. So this already shows us that it's unlikely to be a next Tesla model, because Tesla doesn't want to include LiDAR, but it doesn't have the full watchtower design, so the two cameras are missing there. If we're zooming a bit inside, this seems to be just one big screen. I don't see another central screen display, or is it? Really hard to make out here. And also this seems to be in a horizontal and not the vertical NIO type of arrangement. For the door handles, I think they look very different to what we've seen from NIO so far. Actually, that looks a little bit more to like an XPeng vehicle, to be honest. This really looks not much like NIO in my point of view. Maybe you're a car spotter and you have better ideas what this might be, judging from these images here. Also, interestingly, is showing here some sort of an EV badge, very untypical for NIO. Also looks a little bit more cheapish in my point of view. And then the backlights also quite different. So to me, it looks a little bit more like an XPeng, to be honest, but not entirely sure who could be developing this car. And to be honest, with these backlights here and also the door knobs or handles, however you call it, it could easily also be like a sedan developed by Li Auto or something else. Totally could be not NIO related at all. And also this car doesn't look like Firefly to me, to be honest, because that wouldn't look as expensive like this. This is more looking like a higher than 200,000 RMB priced cars in my point of view. I would guess that this might be Alps and this might be Firefly, but that's only me. I think even both of those pictures could actually not show NIO cars in development at all, because it's actually quite unlikely that we are able to spot them up front. But anyways, I saw these floating around and so I thought that might be a fun video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please smash a like, please share it, consider to become a patron and support this channel, and I'll see you in my next video.